Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I am working as DevOps engineer. Guys, in this video, we are going to discuss about AI agents, right? And whether you are a DevOps engineer, software engineer, or a developer, this video is going to be absolutely really helpful for you. But you have to watch this video till end, right? So let's begin, guys. I'm going to start with one of the coolest thing regarding what we have regarding the AI agents, and it should do the automated task, right? So guys, what I've done, I've created a repository for you guys. It is a public repository and you can get the link. So guys, what we are going to see, first of all, see the browser use. So how we can set it up in local environment and see by deploying in containers. So in container, I found it has a little limitation, but it is not a big limitation. I will show you regarding that, right? So guys, what this browser use does, let's see in action, right? So guys, I'm going to jump into my repo. What you need to do, simply click this guy, click https and clone it locally, right? So if I navigate to this section, I've I think already done that, and I will come to this shortly regarding that what we need to set up to use it for free, and I will be give you the realistic review what we have. I mean, in free we have actually a limitation. You might see videos that everything is free and all that you can do everything, but in reality we always do have a limitation in free environments, and also in case of free we do need to see our hardware as well, because if we want to use the free stuff, we need to have good hardware as well, which usually most of the peoples don't have, right? So we will discuss this later. So guys, I've already cloned this repository for you guys, and what you need to do, if I navigate to this section, right, and let me do git clone. If I do git clone, it will say that we already have a directory in this here, right? So in this we don't have much. What we have, I mean, exactly the readme md what you're watching here. So I'm not going to start with container stuff. I'm going to show you first of all what we have. I mean, how we can set it up on our local machine. What you need to do regarding to set it up, right? So you need to follow the instruction. Sequence might be vary. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here, right? So my operating system is OS. If you have Windows or Linux, what you need to do, you need to install Python, right? So I've already installed it via this command. If I do run it with this command, it is going to show me the same stuff, right? So guys, next step is what I'm going to do. I'm going to simply do a git clone of this web UI, right? So what is web UI, right? If you navigate to this link, which I've already shown you guys, and if you simply navigate to browser use, it is actually one of their repositories, right? So if you click the repository section, you will see that web UI is one of their repositories. So what we are doing here, we are actually cloning this guy. So I'm just showing you the stuff, right? So if I do git clone to this guy, okay, okay, so I need to simply paste it here, this command. So what it does, it is going to clone this guy, right? You see, now we have this web UI. So now I'm going to do cd into this web UI. So what we are going to do, we are going to now follow the second steps. So you see, I've done cd into this guy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a virtual environment, right? And I'm going to create this by this command, and then I'm going to activate that particular virtual environment, right? So let me do that, and right, you see this virtual environment is activated. Then I'm going to install uv package. What it is, you don't have to worry and you don't have to care about it. It is a package, right? And you can search it on internet what this package is all about. Although my operating system is mac os, that's why it is using this arch apple darwin, right? So it will take some time. What it does, it is going to download that. Once it is downloaded, you will see that package is going to be available for us, right? And then I'm going to source this guy to make this guy available, right? And let me show you from that. So exactly, you see guys, I'm actually copy pasting all these commands. You need to have Python. Make sure you should have the latest version of Python. Let's check that what version we have. UV version is 0.6.0 and Python version is 3.13.2, right? Make sure you should have the latest version. Then I'm going to simply copy this command, and it has a requirements .txt because we are done cd into this, so it is going to simply install all the relevant packages. You see, it has done that. And then what I'm going to do guys, I'm going to install the dependencies if there are any. So let's do that. And I'm going to simply copy paste this command, and what it does, it is going to install any dependencies. So right, so I've already done that, that's why it's not showing it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this particular command and paste it here, and everything is as I discussed already installed, so that's why it's not taking too much time, right? So in your case definitely it will take some time, right? So we are going to copy that env example to .env. So okay, next step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to run this particular command. So let's do that. And what it does, it is going to open the port 7788 on my local host, right? So it will take a tiny bit of time, and it will show in this console that it is able to do that. And shortly what we are going to do, we are going to refresh this page. So currently I've already opened it, and you see it is not working because we need to wait for a while. So it will tell us that it's started the UI, which we need to simply update to get the stuff done, right? So let's wait for a while. It will take some time, and all the outputs you will see in this console as well, right? So you can use VS Code or whatever you want to do. You see some of the information is updated. If I do refresh it, and it's still let us wait. But let's wait for one more minute, and it will be available, right? So as I discussed, it depends all on your operating system, and it will once it is available, it is going to show us the particular URL as well. You see, now if I do refresh, you will see that UI is now available. What we are going to do, we are going to configure the LLM. Now it's a part of free stuff which I've discussed, which we need to consider from the free tier, right? So if I go for this flash thinking experimental, right, you can select that, and you need to put the API key. How you can get the free API key? So if I navigate to this section, so this is AI Studio guys. If you navigate to Google, simply type AI Studio, click this API key, you can generate API key for free, right? And definitely I've already created it and shown you. I'm going to definitely remove this particular guy, but I need to show you that this API key we are going to use, right? So simply I'm going to copy this guy, and I'm going to simply paste there, right? So as I told you guys, um, this free tier has always a limitation. If you want to go for all go for the paid version, you will get a lot of benefits with that. To be realistic, might be you need to pay $10 $20, but you will, as a developer or as a software engineer, it will worth it, right? So you can have all the stuff, OpenAI, Anthropic, and all the stuff is going to be available. We are going to use the free stuff for this demonstration, and right, and simply it is saying go to Google, type OpenAI, and give me the first URL. So we have done all the stuff. Let's try to run it, and you see it has opened this particular Chromium for us. It will exactly do the same stuff for you as well, but we need to check as I use it a lot more. You see some of the failures you are saying that because I have a limit here, but I'm doing a small task, so I should be able to see some of the stuff is now working fine. You see, it has opened the Google, it has navigated to OpenAI, and it gives the URL. Once it is completed, it is going to turn off this guy, right? So that how powerful it is. You need to have API key available. You see, it has done the task. So you see, task completed successfully. So it's a simple task. You can do a lot more stuff with it. It depends what you want to do. But one of the coolest thing, let's say navigate to the results. We have recordings as well. So you might miss the actual stuff. And in if I run this particular guy in the container, what it does, it is not going to pop up, but it show everything in our logs, and we can see from the recording as well. So if I click this guy, it will show everything what it has done in the actual way. So I've clicked the play button, and it will show what happened, what we have already seen, how everything is going to be done by this guy. So currently we have on this section, you see 17 seconds what it has done. It is navigated to Google, search the OpenAI, right? And then what it does, it is bring us the first URL, and once it is done, it is going to close the URL. So that is the guy's simple task. If I add more complex tasks, it is going to make more API requests to that. As I told you, on a free tier you have a limit, and this is the API key with what we have used. So exactly the same I've shown you this, right? So um, it has a limitation, but to be realistic, if you want to go that route, you can get the keys of OpenAI, Cloud, or whatever we have, like the other top guys in the business, DeepSeek as well. So the other option is that I would like to show you the container, but the container, as I told you, it will work if you want to go to that route. You can see that. And if I talk about this particular thing, you see we have the results and we have the recordings as well. If you click this refresh recordings, you can see the stuff which we have already seen, and all the stuff is going to be available right for you. So tasks depend on yourself. You might be trying to log into Amazon, or make a make a tweet on logging into Twitter, right? So anything is possible. Web scraping, or things are unlimited, but you get the idea. So how it is going to be automatically work, and this is absolutely crazy stuff, right? So yeah, this thing we have now discussed. As I told you, in container, it is not going to show you the popped one, but if you want to go for that particular route, exactly the same stuff happen, but you will not show a pop-up window. I tested in the VM as well. So you can securely test in that particular container. You can spin up the Chasm container, right? And you can do that. I'm going to show you the steps, but if I do it manually, it will take some time, and it will take video quite long. So what you need to do, simply run this particular container, right, and do exec into that particular guy. I sudo, which means you need to add Chasm user as a sudo user. Then you can change the password of Chasm user and password root if you want to do. Then exit from that container again, exec into that particular container. Then this time you will be doing the exec with the Chasm user, right? um, so guys, then you can do exec into this particular container, right? And simply what you need to do, you need to run this particular command, and you need to use sudo, right, and install all the packages, right? So exactly the same stuff. Then you need to do cd into that particular home Chasm user desktop. You need to simply copy paste the commands. You don't have to do anything to get the access of that particular container, right? What you need to do, you need to type on https. Make sure you should type https, right? And then localhost, and then type this port 8080, and you need to provide the username is going to be chasm_user, and the password is going to be password. So I'm going to update this as well. Let me do that right now. So let me do that, and if I do navigate to navigate here, and what you need to do, if you want to test this in container, you can do that. So username is going to be chasm_user, right? And the password is gonna be password, which we are actually doing it, right? So okay, get status, let me add, and if I do git commit, and commit is going to be chasm chasm desktop login, right? So this is the way you can do login to this particular container, and simply you can find two two browsers, Chromium and other is Firefox. You need to open Chromium and simply type localhost, and you will simply navigate to this section, localhost 778. Once you have installed all the commands, you should be able to see the stuff, right? So I'm going to show you the stuff what you need to do. Then this is the part we have already done that, right? So then you need to simply clone this guy. If you're in the container, cd to this guy, remove if anything you have already downloaded, although I've done that, tested it. So simply you need to clone this guy, cd into web UI. You need to run this command to set up a virtual environment. Then you need to source this guy to activate that particular virtual environment, right? Similar stuff which we have already done, I've already shown you, right? So similar stuff, but the command is going to be a little bit different. This will show the version, right? So command to run that in the container is going to be this one. You need to simply run this particular command, and then you should be able to access this. If you want to deactivate that virtual environment, you can simply use this particular command to do that, and similar stuff you can do on your host environment. So guys, this is how you can do the testing of this. The other stuff itself, this AI Studio is very powerful tool. So if you want to test it, simply click this guy, and you can share the entire screen, right?
Okay, I will share the entire screen.
Do you
Is
able
there
to see
anything
my
else I
screen?
can help?
Yeah, do you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Can I help you with anything else?
Yeah, can you show me what is on my screen? Tell me.
Certainly. You're currently on the Docker Hub website, specifically on the page for the Ollama/Ollama image. It displays information about this image, including tags, descriptions, and details, like the last update time.
Oh, great. Can you tell me what this Ollama do?
Is there anything specific you want me to focus on?
Yeah. Tell me what this guy does. What this Ollama do? Tell me. Okay, again, guys.
Okay. The Ollama/Ollama
Yeah, go, please.
image is designed to make... Okay. The Ollama/Ollama image is designed to help you easily get up and running with large language models. It's a tool for developers and those working with AI and machine learning.
Okay, thank you very much, and have a nice day. Bye.
You're welcome. Have a great day too. Goodbye.
So guys, you can use this tool as well. It's a very powerful tool. You can share your screen, you can do the stuff, and even it talks to you regarding the issues you have. So again, guys, to be realistic, you should have a proper email. You can change the model from here as well. So for prompt, you can use just like as an AI tool, right? So you can add a prompt here and simply run that. So this is a very powerful tool. That's why I'm showing you guys. This is the API we have used, although to get the API, right? You can simply navigate to this section, create API. So I've already deleted the API which we have created, right? So for free you can test that. The other option I would like to share you is the next thing you need to navigate to this codevisualstudio.com, right? So it is not a VS Studio, so it is an insider. So what you need to do, you need to install it whether you're on Windows, Mac OS or Linux. So you see we have now blue and green. So green stuff is something different what we have inside. So if I navigate to this section and I've opened this test box, right? So let me create one directory. Let's say Node.js app, right? And um, from here, what I can do, okay, I need to check it, and you need to make sure you should install first of all these uh, GitHub Copilot packages, these are the extensions we needed. So you go GitHub Copilot is free, it provides you the stuff. So I've also installed this extension VS Code for speech as well. So if I navigate to this guy, and if I navigate to this section, okay, just a minute. Okay, let me do escape here. Okay, this part is done. Okay, and you can use the open chat as well, right? If you want to chat with GitHub Copilot, right? So what different here is that you can click on speech as well, add whatever chat you want to do regarding the coding as well, right? So it's totally free, you might know about it, but what different I will be showing you shortly. So you see we are able to communicate with this guy and able to show our files now. um, we have these models, right? If I click this guy, and okay, you see if I toggle between these guys, if you will to see, I'm going to click this edit. Instead of edit, I'm going to click agents, right? So now we are on the agents. We shifted from AI to agents. Now what I'm going to speak, right? I want to create a Node.js application. Okay, can you create a Node.js application running on port 3000? Simple web app, hello world. Sorry, I need to press that. Can you create a Node.js application running on port 3000? Simple hello world app. No, I don't want to install npm. I want to set up in Docker, create a Docker file and Docker Compose file for me, and do Docker Compose up and run it for me. That is perfect, guys. You see, by speaking to this AI agent, I'm able to run this app fully free, and you see, I'm able to communicate with this guy. So this is Claude Sonnet 3.5 preview, and if you click this guy, you can set up to ChatGPT 4 as well. So this is one of the powerful tool, guys. I'm combining all the AI agents into one videos. You can it will boost your production, and it will really improve your work as well, to how you can use in your production environment. And I show you very realistic view as well, what limitation we have with the stuff and what we can do. So in last, what we can do for free is that, if I do refresh it, so I should not be able to see it, I guess. So yep, I've deleted this guy, right? Anyway, so now what we can do, if I navigate back to this section and if I try to refresh it, you see, now I'm going to show you the stuff how we can test it locally. I'm going to use DeepSeek, right? Sorry, I'm going to go for the Ollama one, and I'm going to show you the commands from here. What you can do, simply you need to install the Ollama. If you're on Linux box, you can simply run this particular command, or if you're on a Mac, navigate to the Ollama website and simply download the Ollama. So installing it is a totally free stuff. So if I type Ollama here, so I'm going to open this guy. So this is the Ollama, right? And what it does, just think of it like as a Docker, where you can pull the images. I'm going to pull this one guy. There are different images, might be you can search with 14 billion parameters, 70 billion parameters, but my machine has a limitation with the 16 gigs of RAM and limited GPU. So this model is just doing fine for me. So I've already done a poll. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what we have in my machine. So simply, if you run this particular command, you will see that this DeepSeek R1 8 gigs is available. 4.9 GB is I've already downloaded a few hours ago, right? So now what we can do, I'm going to simply copy this guy, and if I navigate to this section, and if I try to simply remove this guy, paste it here, we don't have any API key because we are going to do it locally. So now I'm going to run this same query. Guys, if I do a complex query, it is going to overload my local machine. So as I told you, these things are very heavy in terms of resource. You need to have good GPU, CPU, and memory. So I do have a limitation of resource. When you get the API, you will get their resources, make API calls. So already shown you with the Google as well how you can set it up in container. And let's try to run this guy, and this time what it does, it is you see, if we have not provided any API key, and we are going to try to run it locally, the same stuff we have already tested, right? So I'm going to run this guy. You see, it has opened the stuff, but it is going to be lot more slower. As I told you, this is what we are discussing, some of the practical realistic reviews. So it is going to take a lot of time, because as I told you, my CPU, my memory, and my GPU, and is going to be sky high, and it will start taking lots of stuff, right? You will see that Ollama is going to be on top shortly, and it is almost there, you see. And it will take some time. You see, CPU loads, and memory is going to be spiked. So it will work, but you need to make sure that you are testing all this stuff in a hardware which is compatible to it. Although you can do it for free, if you want to do it for free, if you have good hardware, which we already invested a lot of money, right? So I mean, then you can go for the 70 billion parameters as well. So there, that performance is going to be, in terms of UI, is going to be a lot better, but it will work. I tested it, but you have to wait a lot more. You have to invest a lot more time in waiting. And other thing, you will see some of the stuff the requests are failed because, as I told you, the free API call or free account has a limitation. You cannot make a lot of API calls, so that's you need to be in keep in mind regarding the free stuff. So regarding that, as I told you, we have a limitation. If you test it locally, you need to have very powerful hardware, but it is reasonable in a way that you can do it. Although if you run a chat model, that would work fine. I mean, if you do a normal chatting and install that Olama or other code as well, so it is going to work fine. You see, it is able to navigate to Google. You see, the first task is done, but it took a lot of time. If I navigate to this section, you see exactly the same stuff we are able to see, but it is taking a lot more time, and it is a deep thinking model. So and you see, it is going to think just like a DeepSeek. You see, start thinking and stuff, it is doing it, but we don't have any issues. The only issue I told you regarding the limitation, and you see from the logs what we have, and you always check the logs from this section. I mean, this will give you more understanding what we have, right? So it has navigated to Google and done the first step, and then, as I told you, we have a little blockage in terms of resources, so it is able to do that, right? So if I navigate to this section, you see processing is happening, and if you navigate to the results, you will see definitely some errors and all this stuff, but processing will take time, and you can have recordings of previous work and new work as well. So you can see, always watch that as well. You can definitely look for other tabs as well. I have not invested time on that, but definitely you can see the settings up to your hardware and check all the stuff. But this video gives you your demonstration how you can use AI agents even in container. It worked, but definitely some of the stuff regarding the pop of this is not working on Linux. I mean, on even on the VM, I've tried it, VMware Fusion, which is free in Mac OS, right? So anyway, guys, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you.